One for your CCS port. We will plug this in there. It's on CCS, NACS is on B. Click, swipe. So far so good. Everything is cool to the touch here. We're not Hello and welcome back to Simply Greg's RV. Normally I don't do product endorsements, but I've been really impressed by this Lectron NACS to CCS1 adapter. However, we keep hearing that you can use it at superchargers, but superchargers, there's enough videos on that. We all know how they work. We all know how these adapters work at said superchargers. So I brought you somewhere different. We're actually going to plug this in to an ABB Terra 184 with a NACS connector. And let's see how the Lectron NACS to CCS adapter handles this. As we all know, there's a few manufacturers that make NACS or J3400 to CCS adapters. Some of them are a bit wonky. I'm not too sure if you would actually want to buy them. And some of them have these unpronounceable names. But Lectron is a solid company. They actually make the adapters for Ford, so that is good enough for me right there. The adapter itself is rated for 1000 volts and 500 amps. So we've actually come to the Couche-Tard or Circle K ABB Terra 184 that does have a NACS plug on it. One of the few places in the Montreal area that has a NACS connection. As you can see, this is actually the J3400 connector because it's much thicker. There's a transition in the EV space now where everyone is switching from CCS to NACS or J3400. And even though if your car might not have supercharger access yet, like our Mini Cooper does here, it's still not a bad idea to carry one of these in your car simply because there are more and more of these cables popping up, especially here in the Montreal area. Couche-Tard has them, again, Circle K in the United States or in Europe. Circuit Electric locally has them, and even in the United States, Iona is installing NACS cables on their Alpitronic units. So let's get this started. Let's plug in the car. I don't know why I put these covers back. They're absolutely terrible, but that has nothing to do with the review. So again, there's two latches on here. So you have one for your NACS port and one for your CCS port. We will plug this in there. I will just move around. Latched in, excellent. We will plug this in here. Again, that works great. And I will just grab my phone inside the car actually. See, I wasn't prepared not to have the phone. But again, we're not professionals doing this. We're just out having a good time, reviewing a good product because Lectron has actually been very, very awesome to deal with. So let's initiate the charge here. I like how these videos of mine always end up being a bit long-winded and going on forever. So you see, we will activate it here. It's on CCS, NACS is on B. Click, swipe. And it says we are allowed to start charging. Contactor clicked. Now, unfortunately, the car is not going to charge very fast. This car is maxed out at 50 kilowatts. We rolled in 18% state of charge on a fairly cold battery. So in terms of charging speeds, I don't think we're going to see anything crazy as it's just doing its handshake now. So yeah, there we are, 18% state of charge. It should start sending energy through it very shortly. There we go, we're pulling 8 kilowatts already. So far so good. Everything is cool to the touch here. We're not pulling a whole bunch of power. We're pulling about 35 kilowatts, so nothing crazy. It is quite cold outside. But everything seems to be working here. It feels very solid. It's clicked in there properly. Even the cable itself clicks in here very, very nicely. I didn't have to force it in or anything like that. So we've been charging up here for roughly about 5 minutes. Everything is good with the Lectron NACS adapter. Perhaps the battery is a bit cold in the Mini. So the adapter itself, you can purchase it from Amazon. It retails for 250 Canadian dollars. I will leave all the links down in the description. That's about 170 Canadian, roughly. As for the site itself, a lot of people are probably wondering why I'm here at a Circle K site and not a Tesla supercharger, because we all know there's a lot of manufacturers that are opened up to the supercharger network. Well, everyone's moving to NACS ports. and more charging site providers are using the NACS cables. I've mentioned this, you have Iona in the United States, you have Kushtar here, Circle K, they're all starting to provide NACS cables, and it's getting to the point where CCS might start becoming like CHAdeMO eventually. So having one of these adapters in your car, it's a great idea. We did a road trip recently. I wish I had one of the adapters in the car, because we rolled up to a site and there was a NACS cable that was free, but I had to wait around to charge on a CCS. Okay, time to get unplugged here. So let's hit stop. We'll hit stop. We'll get ready to unplug this. There we go, unplugged easily. And there's a secondary latch underneath here to actually unlock the NACS cable. But I gotta say, this goes in really nice here. So we'll get this back into the NACS port. Solid product, but I do have a couple concerns. I've always said if I would do any sort of product review on this channel, I would give you my honest opinion. As you know, if you're a regular viewer of the channel, I work in the automotive industry. I've been in the automotive industry for quite a long time. It's a quality product, but I think it does have some flaws. One of them being, I believe if you were to drop this on the ground right now, you would take a chunk out of it, especially when it's cold. I mean, we're about 2 or 3 degrees Celsius out here. If you drop this in -20, -30, I think you could have a problem. I would like to see them put some sort of maybe rubberized texture coating on here, where if you did drop it, it would bounce. We filmed a YouTube short of it being unboxed. Maybe some sort of carrying case would be nice, but although it is cool, it does fit in the cup holder. Besides I'm worried about it being fragile. Like I just said, maybe if they sold a sleeve or something to put it in, it would be great. Still a great solid product. It feels like a quality product, but like with most products, I think a little improvement could go a long way. The latches on it are really nice. The switches on it are really nice. I would recommend buying this product, but with anything these days, be careful when you're using it. Treat it like your cell phone. So I think that's going to be it for the product review. We'll get closed up here. And that's it. We'll be on our way. So hopefully you pick yourselves up one of these, because I think it's a very handy piece of kit to have. We'll see you in the next video.